UNITA Commander General Arlindo Chenda Pena Ben. Ntakwana, what is happening now?
Good morning again, Desiree. The guests have started arriving. The presidency is here. But if I can tell you that this is quite a high-powered delegation from the side of Angola. We have seen a member of parliament of UNITA, and that is the opposition. But also we have seen Jonas Savimbi's son. He is SABC Pena. And as you can hear, the name is the same as Arlindo. And I indicated earlier that Arlindo Pena's mother and Jonas Savimbi were brother and sister. So, and again, I also indicated earlier, Desiree, that a lot of the people in Angola say that they had to change their names so that they would not be identified with these revolutionaries, the people who were involved in the civil war in Angola, in the revolution in Angola. But let's talk to the presidency. Dr. Kulu Mbata is here to tell us the significance of South Africa being involved, because that we know that South Africa itself has had to repatriate its own back home. How significant is this?
This is a special day for South Africa and Angola. We are strengthening relations between the two countries. They have not been at their best, as you know, because of some outstanding matters that have not been declared. But we are happy that now the relations between the two countries are warming up. There is a new president in South Africa and there is a new president in Angola. It was his first option to unite the people of Angola by bringing the opposition, the parties that participated in the liberation struggle for the freedom of Angola, that is FNLA and UNITA, together with MPLA. We are very much pleased that we are the first country to have been approached by President João Lourenço of Angola, asking from our President Cyril Ramaphosa, if we could facilitate the repatriation of the remains of General Pena. General Pena was a nephew of the president of UNITA, Jonas Savimbi. In fact, his mother was a sister to Jonas. Today here we have a very big delegation from Angola led by the Minister of Justice and Human Rights, Angola, Minister Quiros. We have generals from the armed forces of Angola. We have members of the opposition party, that is members of UNITA in Angola, and members of MPLA who are here. We have the brothers and cousins of General Pena. We have two of his sons that arrived here yesterday with a delegation from Angola. And today we are happy that Minister of Justice, Minister Masuta, will be handing over these remains to this delegation, and I'll be joining them, accompanying them to Angola, and the President has asked me to be his special envoy when we deliver these remains to President Lourenço today in Luanda.
Now, Dr. Mbata, you've indicated that President Lourenço's first state visit outside of Angola was to South Africa. What indication do you have in terms of the cessation of hostilities in that country? As you've said, we see here members of the opposition and also members of the government coming together with the opposition. The family has said to us that they're hopeful that this is a clear indication that those hostilities are over. Is Angola on a path to recovery?
Before I answer you directly, I must also mention that the first country that was visited by President Ramaphosa was Angola. So I think the Angolans have said to us, you South Africa, you went through a process of reconciliation. We attempted to do that in Angola, but we failed. But the ground now is very much fertile to start with that process. And they have said to us, this reconciliation is not only to bring together the people of Angola, it is also to make it easier for the people of South Africa to establish and strengthen the relations with the people of Angola. There's much that Angola can offer to South Africa that we don't have, and we have also a lot that we can offer to the people of Angola in terms of the economy, in terms of reconstruction, in terms of demining those areas that, as we know, under the auspices of the United Nations were being demined. So there is a lot that we can help each other with. Right now, we are going through a crisis in terms of oil, and Angola is second producing oil country in Africa. So we were thinking with this, what we have initiated, which Angola sees it as laying the ground for much more stronger integration and interaction between our people, the people of Angola, between our business people and the business people in Angola, between cultural ambassadors of South Africa and Angola. We think we'll be really building on solid ground this time.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kulumbata, from the presidency, representing President Cyril Ramaphosa and also accompanying the remains back to Angola as special envoy. But Desiree, Africa, mineral rich, these are countries that have now agreed that a free trade area should persist on this continent to ensure that the continent gets back.
Ntakwana they're coming to us from the Waterkloof Air Force Base in Pretoria. We'll continue to follow that repatriation story as it unfolds. For now, let's take a break.